nothing new to me. You could bring a bullet, bring a sword, bring a morgue, but you can't bring the truth to me. You ain't all your expectations. I don't even want your congratulations. I recognize your false confidence and calculated promises all in your conversation. I hate people that feel entitled. Look at me crazy cause I ain't invite you. Oh, you important, you the moral to the story. You endorsing, motherfucker, I don't even like you. Corrupt a man's heart with a gift. That's how you find out who you dealing with. A smart percentage you I'm building with. I want the credit if I'm losing or I'm winning. On my mama, that's the realest shit.
Let's talk about love. Is it anything and everything you offer? Or do you feel it on you? I know you feel it on you.
Cause maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer. Cause maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer. Skin cold when the ego gets to talking. I get involved like a rebound. Got no in game, got no ways out. Got to stay down. It's the way that you're making me feel like nobody ever loved me like you do, you do. And you kinda feel like you're tryna get away from me. If you do, I won't move. I ain't just cry for no reason. I ain't just pray for no reason. I give thanks for the day, for the hours, and another way, another life breathing. I did it all cause I feel good. I wouldn't do it all if you feel bad. Better live your life. We're running out of time. Let's talk about love. Anything you ain't want. Cause maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer. Cause maybe the night that my dreams might let me know. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer. All the stars are closer.
Kick it and go, kick it and kick it and go.
That your hat can't fit ya. Either I'm with ya or against ya. Format bent ya. Back through that maze I sent ya. Talking to the rap inventor. The game type fifth, that flame right. Spell my name right. B-I-double-G-I-E. Iced out, lights out, me and Caesar Leo. Getting for some chick he know. See, it's all about the cheddar. Nobody do it better. Going back to Cali, strictly for the weather. Women and the sticky green, no seat, please. Papa ain't soft, dead up in the hood. Ain't no love lost, got me mixed up. You drunk them licks up, mad cause I got my and my forfeit. The game is mine. I'ma spell my name one more time. Check it. It's the N-O-T-O-R-I-O-U-S. You just lay down slow. Recognize a real dawn when you see one. Sipping on booze in the house of blues. I'm going back to Cali, Cali. I'm going back to Cali, Cali, Cali. I'm going back to Cali, Cali. I'm going back to Cali, Cali. If I got to choose the coast, I got to choose the east. I live out there, so don't go there. But that don't mean a can't rest in the west. See some nice in the west. Smoke some nice sets in the west. Y'all is a mess, thinking I'm gonna stop. Giving LA props. All I got is beef with those that violate me. I shall annihilate thee. Case closed, suitcase filled with clothes, linens and things. I'll begin things. People
What is going on, and welcome to the live stream, man. I'm Pablo Gary, your number one Eagles fan from Maryland. You're now locked into the 4031 show, man. I'm really excited. Hopefully you guys have had a great week. I've had a great week, man. Thanksgiving is around the corner. We got Eagles Sunday night football tomorrow. Primetime football against the Los Angeles Rams, and it's going to be one hell of a game. I'm really excited about it. Shout out to all 7 of you guys in the live stream right now. I really appreciate it. Got my guy Chris. What's up, Chris? Welcome back to the live. My man Chris says Chris says the Rams are looking for work and need hours at the plant. Gotta get them. Gotta get them out of here. That's a running joke, man, that we got on the 4031 show, man. We looking for work, right? All week this week, you were looking for work. Hopefully you were looking for work. Hopefully you were clocked in at the plant. Got some good OT, man. Shout out to everybody, man. My guy, King Eagle, welcome to the live, man. King _Eagle _1. Welcome to the live. He says, it's definitely going to probably be a rocky start leading up to an ugly game. I hope not, but we definitely going to get the win. Yes, sir, man. I think we're going to win for sure. I definitely think we're going to win. We'll see, man. We'll see what happens, man. Philly the podcast. Shout out to you, bro. Philly the podcast says, go Birds. Philly the podcast, the GOAT, one of the legends of this Eagle content creator space, man. Shout out to him, always doing great work. Shout out to you, bro. Who else we got? Mr. Bentley. Hold up, Mr. Bentley. You got me feeling some kind of way, man. Hold on, if you got a Bentley like Bentley, you gotta. Huh?
Yeah. They told me bust out my AP, perfect timing. Got them baguettes up on my neck, I stay shining. It's never hot around my jewelry, change the climbing. I went and got that new Maybach, I stayed grinding. They told me bust out my AP, perfect timing. Got them baguettes up on my neck, I stay shining.
Mr. Bentley, man. Welcome, man. Let me know what y'all think about this game. Listen, if you got an hour or so, hey, listen, you can jump in and out of the live. I know you guys got things to do. It's Saturday night. You guys probably, snuggle real tight with your lady. Listen, we're going to be here. It's no rush. We got a couple of things that I want to talk about tonight. Obviously, talk about this game. I want to go over the Jalen Hurts tape because, you know what? I really want to break it down so we can see it in real time. I posted a video and I was talking about Jalen Hurts and how I think he should get the ball out of his hands faster and quicker. The video kind of showed part of the video. It didn't show the full thing. So I just kind of want to give you guys my real-time breakdown of my opinion of Jalen Hurts. And you guys know, man, I rock with Jalen, right? But I think Jalen is no different than anybody else on this team, man. Everybody has to get better. So we'll get into that, talk about the Rams game, talk a little bit about life, man. We're just kicking it, man. So feel free to grab a cup of eggnog. All right, I got some eggnog right here, man. Feel free And yeah, man, that's what we're gonna do. I'm sorry, I'm missing some of the joints. Got Philly. Let me see here. Let me move that. Philly, the podcast says, thank you for the kind words, bro. Always support my homies. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Got to. My guy Chris says, definitely will be close going into the half. However, the Rams have an undersized D-line. Why does this keep leaving like that? Undersized D-line should be good for the run game. Bad matchup for the Rams. Got you. Hey, man, welcome back to the channel, bro. Appreciate you, man, for always showing love every time we do it live. He says, good night. Why is this leaving so fast? How much yards do you think J-Dot will have with Devontae out? Thank you so much for pointing that out. We're going to get into that. For sure. And Philly the podcast says, Eagles got to stick to their identity. Run, and play smart defense. That's our biggest test defensively. So let's get it. Birds, 30-24. Philly the podcast says, run the damn ball. Right? So here's what I say off the rip, right? This is what I'm gonna say. I do think the Eagles will win, but you know what? I was just looking at some stats, man. I said to myself, I didn't know. It feels like it. It felt like it, especially with the play of Zach Bond, right? But I honestly didn't know that the Philadelphia Eagles have the number one defense in all of football. Like I say, it feels like it because you got Zach Bond flying around. He's doing his job. Zach Bond is number one in tackling in the NFC, right? I think he's fourth in the entire football league. Then you have Quinyon Mitchell, right? Quinyon Mitchell is the only NFL quarterback with 375 plus coverage snaps and has allowed 0 passing touchdowns. Quinyon Mitchell, I mean, he's a rookie, and I mean, that's a lot of passing, reps. That's a lot of reps to be playing, man. So that's crazy. All right. And then you think about the defensive line. Somebody said something about the defensive line. The Philadelphia Eagles lead the NFL in rush defense, only allowing 80.7 yards per game. Here's what I'm saying. When you talk about Jordan Davis, right? When you talk about Jalen Carter, when you talk about some of those beefy guys in the middle, Pauls, right? Like, that's the stats that truly jump out at you, right? Jordan Davis is not going to have 15 plus sacks a year, right? But what he will have is he'll allow your defense, right, to lead the league in yards attempted, So for me, man, this Eagles defense, I'm just so proud of this defense because coming into this season, I thought this was going to be a developmental type of defense where we were going to have success incrementally. But the Eagles have the number one rated defense in all of football. I mean, to me, that's crazy. It's crazy to think to sit here on Saturday night, right, at 10:46 and say to yourself, yeah, my Eagles defense has the number one defense in all of football. So I got to give credit to, what's his face? Defensive coordinator Vic Fangio. Really do. Goodman says, take the over on Covey receptions. Yeah, man, it's crazy. The last time I think A.J. Brown was out, we targeted Brenton Covey more than Devontae Smith. This was crazy. Goodman says Stafford gets the ball out real quick. Key will be get the Rams to the 3rd and 7, third and long. Yeah. I'm going to tell you guys what the key is. And really the key started in the offseason, with Howie Roseman. And the NFL, I think 2 years ago, teams was just like stockpiling on wide receivers. Like, if you didn't have cornerbacks that can truly defend wide receivers, you were going to struggle, right? And so Howie Roseman, he was smart. He got ahead of the curve, And he said, you know what? I got to get some young cornerbacks in here. And I'm saying the reason why I believe the Eagles are going to win is because of our 2 rookies, right? I need the real Cooper to stand up, all right?
May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention, please? Will the real Slim Shady please stand up? I repeat, will the real Slim Shady please stand up? We're gonna have a problem here.
Y'all act like you never seen a white person before. Jaws all on the floor like Pam, like Tommy just burst in the door and started whooping her ass worse than before. They first were divorced, sewing her over furniture. It's the return of the... Oh, wait, no, wait, you're kidding. He didn't just say what I think he did he? And Dr. Dre said... Nothing, you idiots. Dr. Dre's dead. He's locked in my basement. Feminist women love Eminem.
Chicka, 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 Slim Shady. I'm sick of him. Look at him walking around, grabbing his you-know-what, flipping the you-know-who. Yeah, but he's so cute, though.
Yeah, I probably got a couple...
Right? So, will the real Coop please stand up? Right? It's like, will the real Coop please stand up? And so, this is a matchup that's going to really tell us everything that we need to know. The Los Angeles Rams, they use Cooper Kupp in a slot almost 75 to 80% of their reps. Right? The Philadelphia Eagles slot cornerback is Cooper DeJean. So this is going to be a matchup game. It's going to be a matchup game. And so this is like, I love when we get closer and closer to the NFL, to the playoffs. Like, this is how you can tell if your team is going to have success, right? Can your guy beat my guy, right? This is going to be a huge test for Cooper DeJean to go against Cooper Kupp, right? Cooper Kupp, he's a little long in the tooth, 31, 32, right? You got a 21-year-old Cooper DeJean. Now, if Cooper DeJean comes out of this game and he somehow shuts Cooper Kupp down, which I'm not saying he will, but if he does, man, I'm telling you guys right now, the Eagles are going to the Super Bowl. And you guys know I'm very, very careful about, with saying anything like that. Oh, the Eagles are going to go to the Super Bowl. But listen, man, like, the Eagles are 8-2, right? You can't be afraid to sort of address the monkey or the elephant in the room. There's a chance that we can go to the Super Bowl. So, what does Cooper DeJean look like against Cooper Kupp, right? And then here's another matchup. This is what I love for Quinyon Mitchell, man. I love this for him. Huge matchup right here. Huge matchup right here. I love that part. I'm taking Quinyon Mitchell. I don't care. I'm taking Quinyon Mitchell. I know Puka, he makes me want to Puka. I know Puka had like 11 catches for $176 in week 11. I get it. I understand. But listen, Quinyon Mitchell has faced Jamar Chase. He's faced Malik Neighbors. He's faced Rashid Shaheed, Mike Evans. Who else? Scary Terry McLaurin. Right? To me, I just, come on. I think it's time for us to sit up here and say Quinyon Mitchell is a lockdown cornerback. That's just me. That's just me. A-Man says Cooper going to put Kupp in his bay. What is Coop's Island called, by the way? We gotta get a name. We gotta get a name for Cooper DeJean, man. We gotta get. I'm calling him Eagle. I'm calling him Eagle Eminem. Eminem Eagle. I don't know, one of the two. But what I can tell you is it's going to be a great matchup. This is going to be a great matchup between Quinyon Mitchell and Puka. If Quinyon Mitchell can stop Puka, it's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Like, we're really going to see who Quinyon Mitchell really is. And I know he's had big-time matchups, and it's almost like we're saying this every single week, but because they have Matthew Stafford, right, and he's no slouch, he has a top 5 arm in this league, it's going to be a real big challenge for the Philadelphia Eagles. It really is. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm trying to see why this is going by so quick. Goodman says this will tell us a lot about our secondary because Rams are a heavy passing offense, and this is one of the only teams we face that have 2 very good wide receivers. Yeah, I agree. Goodman, I really do. I depending on where they play Cooper, I'm getting their names mixed up. Depending on where they play Cooper Kupp, yeah, it could get real serious out there. I think if I'm the Rams, if I'm being honest with you guys, if I'm the Los Angeles Rams, I'm putting Cooper Kupp on Darius Slay. I'm coming from a Rams perspective. I think that Darius Slay can be had. I think Cooper Kupp can undress Darius Slay. I think Darius Slay is just he just is who he is. He'll give you some plays here, but he's just okay at this point in his career. And I don't think that has anything to do with his body of work over his career, but I just don't know. So but I do know if I'm the Los Angeles Rams, you got to be careful throwing it at Quinyon Mitchell. It was a play in the Commanders game where Jaden Daniels, it was a slant route on for Terry McLaurin. And I mean, Quinyon Mitchell was sitting all over it. And Jaden Daniels, he literally looked at I'm drawing a blank, my bad. He looked at Terry McLaurin, he stared at him, and then he just went the other way. I'm saying Quinyon Mitchell, he's reached a point in his young career where quarterbacks, they are looking his way and just going a different way. They're staring him down and they're just going a different. They don't even want to target him at all. They literally don't even want to target him, right? So it's getting to a point where Quinyon Mitchell is just, he's not even having fun out there. How can you have fun if you're not being targeted, right? So we'll see. Amon says Chase, Lamb, London, Evans, McLaurin. Can't say Jack stuff now. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely, man. Quinyon is done. Listen, we know. We know we got a stud. We know who we have. We know what he is. We know what he can do. Quinyon Mitchell is that guy. He's that guy. So what I will say is this. Here's where the Rams, this is what I like what they did with their defense, right? Much like the Eagles, we drafted a whole bunch of young guys on defense, Cooper DeJean, Quinyon Mitchell, Jeremiah Trotter Jr., guys like that. They have 3 studs on their defense. I got to be honest with you guys. But I think because we played a team that has a great front like Jacksonville, like the Jacksonville Jaguars, I was at that game. What's my guy name? Josh Allen Hines, something like that. He had like 2 sacks against Jalen Hurts. The Rams have Jared Verse, right? Number 8. They also have Brandon Fisk. He's from the DMV, so shout out to him. Number 55, rookie, defensive tackle. I don't think he's going to do much against Lander Dickerson. But they also have the safety, Cameron Kitchens. He set the longest interception return in Rams history. And I really wanted the Eagles to get him. He was out of Miami. Little slow, but it's crazy how we talk about speed and how all these things translate to the NFL. Slower safety, but has the longest interception return, right? So you got to kind of be fast to do that. So really wanted him. He is a hard hitting safety. So the Rams really did a good job with restocking and replenishing after Aaron Donald left, right? So for me, man, they got some young studs on their defensive line. I can't sit here and act like they don't. They have some players on their D line, and so Jordan Mailata has to have a game. Landon Dickerson, they have to show up. It's another guy. His last name is Jones. He wears the number 0. I don't know his first name, but he flies around. So obviously, I think Lane Johnson can hold his own. So for me, the Eagles just have to get off to a fast start defensively. But somebody said it, man. This is going to be a great challenge for the Eagles, for our defense. Right now you're playing a legit quarterback who can get it out of his hands, who can make fast reads, who can make no look throws. Right? Who are you when you play a Matthew Stafford, right? Who has weapons? Now the Rams, their only downfall is they don't have a running game, right? So if you're one-dimensional and we know all you can do is pass, I'm expecting Vic Fangio to send the heat. I'm expecting a lot of blitzes. I'm expecting Cooper DeJean to come off the edge. I'm expecting Nakobe Dean and Zach Bond to make some plays, right? So it's going to be a good game. It's going to be a good game, and I really like that it's an 8 o'clock game because I know some players really don't like it, but I like it as a fan because honestly, it just gives the players more time to heal, man. And obviously, we had the early bye, and then we had the quick turnaround game against the Commanders, but then we get Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, right? Almost 10 days to rest our bodies, almost 10 days to heal up, get away from the game, recharge, reset, kind of just get ourselves together, man. And it's kind of like another bye week. So it had its challenges, but it also has its benefits as well. So for me, man, I'm excited about that. And man, I just – this is a game, man. So let's look at this Jalen Hurts tape. And thank you guys, man, for rocking with me. Amen says the most underrated part of the Eagles is the coaching for the defense. I'm looking Vic, Christian Park, and Bobby King, linebackers coach. Yeah, absolutely. I get what you're saying. You got to put some respect on the Eagles defense, right? You got to listen. Number 1 ranked defense is crazy. I had to really kind of stop and think wow, the Eagles have the number 1 rated defense. It's cool, man. And it feels good. It really does feel good, man, because coming in, like I said, I'm sure most fans was like, bro, can Nakobe Dean stay healthy? Can he stay healthy? I know he can play, but can he stay healthy? Who's this Zach Bond guy? And then we're going to just throw him at linebacker. We're just kind of, honestly, the linebacker core felt like an experiment. Then you still got to figure, can Jordan Davis put it together? What does Jalen Carter look like in year 2? Oh, by the way, you're throwing 2 rookies out there, and Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean. So it really wasn't a give me at all. It was something that we had to earn. It was something that, we had to do. And honestly, you got to credit Vic Fangio, right? Only experience, only a seasoned veteran, only someone who understands what may be thrown at a young guy, only someone that knows how to put guys in position can respond and can get this defense to where it is. And if the Eagles had a rookie defensive coach, this thing would be a mess. Just think about it. If the Eagles had a rookie defensive coach with a bunch of rookies, and let's say Quinyon Mitchell wasn't playing well because he didn't have a Vic Fangio or a guy like that to put him in position, we probably would have maybe 2-3 years moved on from Quinyon Mitchell because of the rookie coach. That's why coaching is important. Coaching is so important, man. So I'm glad that we got Vic. I'm glad that we have the old wise wizard, man. And one thing that I can say is, you know, Vic Fangio, man, he has their respect, man. Vic Fangio's not playing around. He has, listen, those young guys respect Vic Fangio. For sure. For sure. So let's get into this. Let's get into this really quick. While we all can see it. 1 second, let me bring up myself. All right. Let's look at this because I just want to see if I'm like truly just not understanding. So basically, I want to talk about Jalen Hurts, and you know, I think Jalen Hurts is a great quarterback. So let me say that. But here's a play that really frustrates me about Jalen Hurts, right? And I get it. The Philadelphia Eagles are 8-2, and it feels good. Let me just say this. I get it. Like the Eagles are 8-2. It feels good. You know, everything is going great, right? But I am not a content creator that is just, how can I say this? Like, I'm not just trying to feed you guys something that's going to make you feel good or something that you're going to like or something that you're going to comment on or something that I honestly, bros, I'm just a regular everyday fan. What I'm saying is last year, the Philadelphia Eagles started 10-1, right? And what I'm saying is nobody paid attention to the habits, the poor habits that Jalen Hurts was displaying. Nobody was paying attention to the poor habits on the defense, offense, not just Jalen, but I'm just saying, I'm looking at some of Jalen Hurts' film and I'm saying to myself, okay, how can the Eagles get better? Right? How can we truly compete against Patrick Mahomes? Right? And my man Dirty South 273, welcome to the live, bro. He says Clint Hunt been having JC and JD looking good. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I knew he was going to be a great hire. A great hire for that defensive line, man. Shout out to you, bro. So getting back to, you know, just the Eagles being 8-2, and so I just want to caution everybody, right? Sometimes when you're winning, you sweep stuff under the rug. And I'm just saying, if you follow the channel, if you subscribe to the channel, if you rock with me, I'm just trying to save you guys from a heartbreak. That's it, because it looks good now. But if the Eagles get to the playoffs, when we get to the playoffs and we got to play the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, right, and they know Jalen Hurts' tendencies, right, it's not going to look good. So let me have this up because I know you guys are going to be in the chat. So let me have this here. So I just want to hear and get you guys' feedback, right? So a lot of people were saying that, you know, on this play right here, Jalen Hurts' first read, as you can see, A.J. Brown coming in motion right here. They're saying Jalen Hurts' first read was Devontae Smith, right? All right, so Jalen Hurts is in shotgun, RPO fake to Saquon Barkley, all right? And here we go, all right? So what I'm saying is this, all right? Jalen Hurts is here. Jalen Hurts is not under pressure. There is nobody around Jalen Hurts, right? Most coaches, they'll coach it, all right? Go to your I don't even know if this is his first read, but let's just assume that this is his first read. What I'm saying is Jalen Hurts has to get the ball out of his hands. So you guys are looking at this entire play just like me. Devontae Smith is wide open right here. If I'm Jalen, I think Jalen Hurts can get this ball here. Call me crazy. I think if he, you know, sends a missile, I think the football is faster than the player. I think the football is faster than his cornerback. So even here, right here, to me, I think Jalen Hurts can hit this pass, right? Now, let's go back a little bit. Here's where I think Jalen Hurts has to get better. And everybody's saying, oh, well, Devontae Smith dropped the ball. He wasn't his first read. I understand. What I'm saying is, right, if Devontae Smith is your first read, Jalen Hurts is right here. He sees it. If that's your first read and you feel like he's not open, why didn't you just dump it down to Saquon Barkley? And I had to really go over this play again because a lot of people just I don't understand. Oh, well, if you throw it to Saquon Barkley right here, he's gonna get whacked. Saquon, you're gonna risk injury to Saquon Barkley. There's nobody within, I'm gonna say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 yards. There's nobody within 8 yards of Saquon Barkley. Right? And Jalen Hurts is a great quarterback, right? He can make every pass. I'm not saying that he doesn't have the potential to be elite. I'm not saying that he's not a good quarterback. What I am saying is, if the Eagles want to win the Super Bowl, not a regular season game. If the Eagles want to win a Super Bowl, Jalen Hurts has to, we're paying $250 million for his mental processing system, right? If you feel that this is a throw that you don't want to make, to me, I'm going Saquon. I'm just dumping it right off to him because I know what he can do. I know his athletic ability. Saquon Barkley leads all rushers in the National Football League in yards per game. So I'm saying you're still holding the football. Now I probably wouldn't throw it to Saquon because they got the drop. They understand what's going on. Right? So Jalen, right, now Devontae Smith is on the sideline. He has to catch the ball on the sideline. So my question is it better? Was it better for Devontae Smith? He sat down in the zone. Was it better for Devontae Smith to catch the ball here or on the sideline? And again, guys, I'm not trying to nitpick. What I'm saying is, Jalen. You just got to be better than this. And I think if we look at it from a different angle, it'll make more sense. All right, here we go. A.J. Brown in motion, right? Here. All right, we get it. At this point, Devontae Smith is open. We saw it on that side. So we understand why Jalen didn't go, right? But Devontae Smith is not open right here. We saw it on the other side. I'm saying right here, go ahead, dump it off to Saquon Barkley, let him make a play. Everybody's saying, oh, no, don't do that. Saquon Barkley's going to get whacked. So many people around him. There's nobody around him, right? So I don't know. If Jalen had a better, maybe this is a completion if it's a better ball. I don't know. I think it looks better from this perspective. But it's just the area where Jalen has to clean up. Doesn't mean that Jalen Hurts sucks. Doesn't mean I don't think he's a leader. Doesn't mean I don't think he's our franchise quarterback. I'm not saying he's not worth the money. I'm saying that this is just the area within his game that he has to clean up. That's all it is. When you get to the playoffs, you're not going to have time, right? Right now, you got to get that ball out of your hands. And I'm saying get it out of your hands to Devontae or get it out of your hands to Saquon Barkley. But when you wait and hold the ball so long, now you turn the positive play into a negative play. So, and let me look on this side because you guys can even see Saquon Barkley is a little upset. He throws his hands in the air because he's like, bro, throw the ball. Like, why are you waiting so long? Right? As soon as Saquon Barkley snapped his head, I'm throwing that football. Right? Watch Barkley. Watch Barkley throw his hands up. Watch his hands. Body language. What are you thinking? Hands up. Jalen, what are you doing? All right. So, look, again, it's just plays like that where I think Jalen Hurts has to be better. Again, I'm not saying Jalen Hurts sucks. I'm not saying any of that. I just think when it comes to the playoffs, you're not gonna have that kind of time to try to continue to buy time and then finally throw the ball to the sideline. Like I'm saying, Tom Brady was elite at managing games and getting the football out of his hands. And if Jalen adds that to his game, you know what? Hey, whatever I see, I'm going to take what the defense gives me. Boom. I'm just going to drop it off. I think the Eagles will be that much better. I think Jalen Hurts will be that much better as a quarterback. Because now when you do that, you frustrate teams. You frustrate teams because they're like, okay, he's taking what we're giving him. Now you got to play defense a totally different way, because if you're just going to give somebody something all the way up and down the field, that gets frustrating. Now they got to change their defense. So, that's just how I look at it. Saquon Barkley, I think, is going to have a big day in LA. I think, he's on pace to break his own, franchise record. I think he had 1,300 with the Giants, right? The Eagles still have almost seven games left, right, to play. So obviously he's gonna break that. I think Saquon Barkley ultimately he'll probably end up with. I think Saquon can get over 1,500 yards on the ground, if not more. And we're not even obviously including playoffs, but yeah, man. Let me know, man, what you guys think. Let me know what's some of the things that you guys are thinking about this game. If the Eagles win, man, look, we're 9-2. Right now, I'm kind of just trying to keep pace and looking at the Lions. Hopefully, I think they play the Bills or a team like that soon. Listen, that's the only team in the NFC that I'm not going to say they scare me, but I'm going to say they the real deal. I'm going to say the Detroit Lions are the real deal. But again, man, having Quinyon Mitchell, having Cooper DeJean, like I think this Rams game is really going to show us if we can handle the Detroit Lions. Like if the Eagles come out of this game, right? And I know we said over and over and over. We said it against Jamar Chase. We said it against Scary Terry McLaurin. We said it against Malik Neighbors. We said it against Mike Evans and Chris Godwin and all of those guys. We said it against Christian Watson and all of those guys, man. But again, if the Eagles come out of this game, right? If we could come out of this game and I'm not going to say shut them down because those guys get paid millions of dollars too. But if we could come out of this game and hold our own, I'm going to feel really good about the Lions game, about ultimately facing the Lions, because I think that's what it's going to come down to. The Philadelphia Eagles are going to have to play and beat the Detroit Lions, right? And it's good for us that we have C.J. Gardner-Johnson. I don't know what intel or information he could share with us that may help us, just with that team, that defense, whatever. So, I think it'll be good, man. But Amen says Jalen is the best, but his lows are low. He's still learning. Next offseason, he needs to work on his reads and pocket awareness. I do apologize, guys. This ticker is like moving extremely fast, so I do apologize. Jalen is the best, and I do think his lows are lows, and I think, for me, Jalen is something where it could be fixed. that's the thing with Jalen. What you love about him is he always says it. You know, when you stop learning, that's when you start losing. And for me, none of what I'm saying is rocket science. It's something we all see. All I'm saying is just get it out. If I was his quarterback's coach, and I'm not professing to be one, and I never played quarterback, but I did play football, so I do know a little something, not, on an NFL level. But if I was Jalen, hey, look, man, if you see it, just hit it. See, man, like they say all the time, see ball, get ball, right? Offensively, if you see man, hit man, right? And sometimes, you have to read a play, but then you have to reread the play. Like, that's why I hated English, right? Because they have you read a chapter. Oh, Gary, you're done? Oh, okay. Well, read it over again, right? And so what I'm saying is Jalen, like, I just need his mental processing to happen faster. It's almost like Jalen is a iPhone 16 Pro Max, but he has an iPhone 14 software. It's like, bro, you gotta reboot this. You gotta come on, all right? Because that's something that's what McNabb did all day long. Those screenplays, a lot of those, he hike it, just throw it right off. Get it out of his hands. He don't even let his playmakers do the work. And for me, I think that's the thing that frustrates me a little bit. It's not like we're throwing the ball to Donnell Pumphrey, right? It's Saquon Barkley. He is a weapon on anywhere on the football field. He's a weapon. So Jalen's going to be good. He's going to clean it up. He's going to get it together. I truly believe that. I truly do. It's something that he could clean up. But when he does, like I say, man, Jalen Hurts is only 26, right? Goodman says, it's not that he can excel in the quick game. It's his mentality. Hurts always wants to extend the play. Even when it's not there, he's got to mature and take the dump off to the running back. Goodman, my man. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that Jalen Hurts sucks. I'm just saying maybe that's what it is. Maybe, he's pressing. Maybe he's trying to be a superhero. Maybe, I don't know. But I'm hoping that he looked at that particular, breakdown and that play, said, you know what? I should have probably dumped it to Saquon Barkley, right? Just get it out of my hands. Like, if it's not developing fast enough, I got to go with what I got, right? So you don't want to pass up over Saquon Barkley too many times. It just doesn't make any sense. So, Dirty South 273 says definitely should have threw it to Smitty or Saquon faster. I think once he has the same OC for more than 1 year, we'll see the difference. He's been coached to read things differently every year. Valid. Very, very, very valid. And that's something where I'm like, okay, is it Jalen? Is it, and it's something that he even said, man. Jalen Hurts said, you know what? I just a 6 year with a different coordinator, right? So I'm hearing a lot of different voices, and every single coach, all 6 of the coaches are saying one play different ways. So it's like speaking 6 different languages. So for me, I honestly, I can understand that. And to me, is that a Jalen Hurts problem? No. I think that's a Howie Roseman and Jeff Lurie problem, right? Because even this year, if the Philadelphia Eagles win a Super Bowl, or we're obviously having success, so even the Eagles being 8-2, when we beat the Rams and we're 9-2, right? People are going to start calling about, Kellen Moore, right? And here we are. Here we go again, right? With another, change at the offensive coordinator position. So to me, the Philadelphia Eagles, we have to. If we're going to do this switch again, I'm not bringing anybody that can't stay with us for 5+ years. I listen, bro. In the interview, if I'm Jeff Lurie, look, man, you see my age. I ain't got too much longer. right? But what I need consistency right now. And I'll say, Howie Roseman says it all the time, man. When you win, you lose people. When you lose, people get fired. You still lose people. So I get it, man. Yeah, I get it. Corey Littles, man, my guy. You already know, man. Hope y'all had a good week. Man, we just chilling. We talking ball. The fellas, man, we in the, I was about to say the boom boom room. Hold up. We ain't in no boom boom room. We in the cave, man. We in the man cave. We chilling. We talking ball. We talking Jalen Hurts. We talking the Los Angeles Rams. We done did 80 hours at the plant this week. We kind of putting that on a pause, and we chilling, and we just trying to figure out how we can get this team better, man. So thank you guys for pulling up. I really appreciate it. Let me get some more comments in here. Give me 1 second. Easy is his name. 88 says, sub dude, love the content. I expect a big bounce back from the offense. I understand the sloppy play on Thursday, but I predict growth in the pass game. I need AJ big game. It's been a while. Yeah. AJ Brown is definitely going to have a great game. He has to have a great game. I think the Eagles will win. Corey says, what I miss? You ain't missed nothing, bro, man. We here talking. We talked about Cooper DeJean versus Cooper Kupp, how I feel that's going to be a matchup. Quinyon Mitchell against Puka. That's going to be another dominating matchup right here. So we got Cooper on Cooper, right? Will the real Cooper Kupp or Cooper DeJean please stand up? You have that matchup. And then you have the matchup right here with Quinyon Mitchell, right? So you didn't miss much, bro. We're just talking about that. Obviously it's exciting. The Eagles got the #1 rated defense of all of football. So, coming into this game, that's really going to help. It's really going to help, man. So, I think we should come out of this game with a win. Dirty South says, who you think is more important to the defense? Jalen Carter, Bond, or Q? Ooh, my man. What a question. What a question. Who is more valuable to the defense? Jalen Carter, Zach Bond, or Quinyon Mitchell? Wow. I think the Eagles can get away. It depends on how many games. If it's just for one game, I think we could get away with not having Jalen Carter. It hurts me to say that because I know how dominant he is. I think we can get away with not having Zach Bond, right? Wait, I forgot we got Keely Ringo in there. Hold on, let me go back. So now, see, and this is why the Eagles is such a great team, because of depth, right? Like I was going to say, I think Quinyon Mitchell is more important. I think he still is, but now you know what? I'm gonna stay with Q. I like Keely Ringo, I really do, but I think teams will still target Keely Ringo, right? So I think Moro Ajamo, I think he's been playing some good. He's been playing really good football. He's been rotating really good. I think Jeremiah Trotter Jr., if he had to step in for Zach Bond right now, I think he would play good football. I really do. I don't think it would be too much of a production drop, but I do think if you take Quinyon Mitchell, and I'm just being quite honest, if you take Quinyon Mitchell out of this defense, I'm be honest, it changes. It changes. Again, it was a play against the Washington Commanders where Jaden Daniels looked at Quinyon Mitchell and literally just looked another different way. This right here says everything that you need to know. Quinyon Mitchell is the only, not rookie cornerback. Quinyon Mitchell is the only NFL cornerback with 375 yards 370 plus coverage snaps with 0 passing touchdowns allowed. 0. Yeah. 0. So we got to really think about that. Like, 0. Like, Keely Ringo. So let me ask you this question. Great question, bro. I really appreciate you asking that question. Everybody in the chat, like, wow, that's a really good question. Like, because it really is. Like, if Keely Ringo was on Jamar Chase, does Jamar Chase only have 50 yards? If Keely Ringo was on Terry McLaurin, Scary Terry, does he hold him to 0 catches for 0 yards? I don't think so. That's just me. I like Keely Ringo. I would love for him to replace Darius Slay when he retires, but I just think Quinyon Mitchell is a different type of dude. He's a different cat. So for me, it's just kind of like, I mean, I don't know. Jalen Carter, we all know, he's a man amongst boys. Baby Rhino, we know what Baby Rhino can do. I'm saying I think the Eagles' defensive line collectively could potentially make up for his production. I think Jeremiah Trotter and Nakobe Dean collectively could tag team and still not drop too much from production. I don't know if our defense, because cornerback is such a, it's the hardest, to me, one of the hardest positions in football. I don't know if you could just replace Quinyon Mitchell. And that tells you just how valuable he is. We're saying to ourselves that if you take away a rookie cornerback out of our defense, our production drops down dramatically. That's saying a lot. That's saying a heck of a whole lot. You take away Quinyon and y'all not the same? Nope, we're not. So for me, man, this is the matchup right here. This is the matchup. Like, when you get closer and closer and closer to the playoffs, it's not about systems anymore. It's about matchups. It's about, do you have anybody that can stop A.J. Brown? Do you have anybody that can stop Devontae Smith? I'm sorry, I heard something. Pablo, come here. There's my son. Come here. I was like, oh, come here. You sleep? Oh, you supposed to be asleep, dude. Oh, no. You okay? You want to sit on daddy's lap? The light gonna hurt you. Come on. It's okay. Good, lay down. So, to me, man, that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Mm-hmm. Get in your bed, lay down. Come on, get in your bed. Hold on 1 second, fellas. Let me put my son in the bed. Oh. Ooh, come on. Yeah, man. So, that's tough. That's tough right there. Yeah. Hopefully we don't have to go through that. Goodman says Jalen Carter makes everyone else's position a lot easier, other than D line, linebackers, and cornerback. JC takes on. Let me see. How bad? JC takes on double teams and makes the linebackers' life a lot easier, and cornerbacks don't have to cover for as long. I give you that. Yeah. Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, man, we all know Jalen Carter is a superstar. It's tough. It's tough, man. I'm glad we're not in that position, because that'd get crazy, man. So, yeah, man. But let me know what you guys think, man. Throw some predictions out for tomorrow. I'm just looking for a clean operation. That's all I want. I just want a clean operation. I want hold on one second. That's my wife. Philly 416 says, did Champ Bailey, Darrell Reeves, or Charles Woodson do what Quinyon did in their rookie season? No. And the crazy thing is, I said Quinyon Mitchell reminds me of Champ Bailey. I'm going to be honest. When you talk about speed, when you talk about technician, do you guys know what makes Quinyon Mitchell so great? Like, does anybody, to you, like, what makes Quinyon Mitchell great? Like, I would love to know what you guys think. I have my opinion, but I would love to know what you guys think. Here's what I would say. Here's my thing with Quinyon Mitchell. Quinyon Mitchell, he's a technician that understands technique, right? Some people have technique, but they're not technicians. When you're a technician, you rely on certain habits and certain traits and certain skills to defeat that player, that wide receiver at that particular time. Quinyon Mitchell has so much in his bag. It's like he's able to play a certain way because he knows he has 4.33 speed. He's able to back off because he knows that he's quick twitch. He can on a drop of a dime. He knows that he can play man-to-man, bump and run coverage because he has that 4.33. He's able to lean on so many different things at an instant, right? When he needs to turn on the speed, he could turn on the speed. When he needs to read the coverage and get out of the break, he can do it just like that. And I'm telling you, man, it's something that rookies are not supposed to be able to do. What's the kid that A.J. Brown had on the sideline like this from the Commanders? Number 13. What is it? Forbes? Come on, bro. You know? And so, you know, it's also smart by the Eagles too because, hey, yeah, let's take a chance on the Quinyon Mitchell. Let's see what he has because he'll be going against A.J. Brown. Somebody said something like that. It was really smart, and it's true because it's like you're going against A.J. Brown every goddamn day, right? You got to get better. So it's almost like in the offseason when A.J. Brown was like, yeah, man, Quinyon Mitchell, we're going back and forth. You know, as fans, we didn't have a really good, you know, seat to really see what that looked like. We saw a couple of things here and there, but we see, man, like that stuff matters. Scout team, that stuff matters, man. So, yeah. Goodman says Quinyon just needs some picks to win the Rookie of the Year. For sure. For sure. And I don't know why, but I think he'll get one against the Rams. Money Chaser TTV. I love that name, man. He says, I want to see what Jalex Hunt does with this opportunity he's got with Huff is out. Absolutely. Great point. Thank you for bringing that up, bro. Welcome to the channel. I think it's my first time seeing your name come across. So thank you so much, man, for being a part of today's live, man. That's something that I'm really excited about, too. He has made Jalex Hunt, the Eagles' third-round pick, he's made some plays when he's had opportunities. Like even, what was it? Was it the Jacksonville game or the Commanders game on special teams? He had a forced fumble. Like, he can go. That kid can go. So, yeah, I think Bryce Huff being out, this dude. Right? No wonder he had to have surgery on his wrist. No wonder. He just has his hand in the dirt. He can't. Oh, that dude pisses me off. But yeah, Jalex Hunt, man, I'm excited. And here's the thing that's going to happen. And so the Eagles might have a situation on their hand because if you get Jalex Hunt in here and he's specifically taking Bryce Huff reps and snaps, and he plays well, and he has production, and he's producing, I don't know about you guys, but bye-bye, baby, bye-bye, Bryce Huff. I'm trading him. Trading him or releasing him. I don't even want to experiment with him even more, right? And the reason why I'm excited about Jalix Hunt is because it was Vic Fangio who made the call to Howie Roseman and said, we need Zach Bond. That was Vic Fangio's call. It was also Vic Fangio's call to bring in Jalix Hunt. That was his draft pick. He said, you know what? Howie said, hey, Vic, we're in the third round. Is there anybody that you want? Let me know. Or now, forever hold your peace. Vic Fangio said, I want that kid nobody knows about, number 58, Jalix Hunt. Right? So, the Vic, all I'm saying is Vic Fangio was one of one. Right? I think he has an opportunity the next 4 games. I think Bryce Huff, he's IR, so he can't play until the next Commanders game, which I think is like December 16th. So Jalix Hunt, here's an opportunity. I'm excited to see him play because he brings a physical toughness at point of attack. He has speed. He has some coverage ability to him. He was a former safety. That's what I love about his game. Like, it's not like, the Eagles are – I hate when we do this with the Brandon Graham experiment, putting him in the flats and Nolan Smith. Just because you run a 4-3-3 doesn't make you suitable to play linebacker, right? Like, you're a D lineman through and through. But when you got a guy that has played safety that has converted to linebacker that can play DN, that's totally different. That's totally different. So I like where you're going there for sure. Money TTV says he's got potential. Yeah, he does, bro. Has a lot of potential. Dirty South 273 says unpopular prediction. Nolan Smith with 2 sacks. 2 sacks. Thank you, bro, for bringing that up. I will say this. You know what? Let me do something really quick. You guys, let me do something real quick. Let me see. I don't even see it. Never mind. What I was gonna say, Nolan Smith. This is what I'll say. Coming into this season, let's talk about the Georgia guys really quick. Because coming into this season, Nolan Smith was a question mark. Nakobe Dean was a question mark. To a certain degree, Jordan Davis was a question mark. Keelan Ringo, we saw the potential, but I still think people maybe thought he was a question mark. All 4 of those guys have made plays. And I'm saying, I think it's safe to say that all 4 of those guys, is it 4 or 5? We got Nolan, we got Jalen Carter, we got Jordan Davis, we got Nakobe Dean, and Keelan Ringo. It's 5. All 5 of those guys, I believe, are going to make it to the next contract. I believe they're going to get to a second contract. I really do. The Georgia guys is playing extremely well. Jalen Carter, right? They talk about the leap from year 1 to year 2, dominant, absolutely dominant. Baby Rhino is doing this thing. Jordan Davis, like I told you guys, man, like. Jordan is not going to he's not a stat packer, right? Somebody said in the chat, they said, Jalen Carter, he makes it easier for everybody else. That's why they're great teammates. Jordan Davis makes it easier for Jalen Carter. And that's the thing, like, it's almost like, what is it? When people do, what's this? I'm drawing a blank. It's like people in the circus, they're balancing, they're throwing up balls, whatever, pause. They all play off each other well. So one game, it could be Jordan Davis. And it was Jordan Davis in the Saints game. He had that huge sack. In another game, it can be Jalen Carter, right? In another game, it was Nolan Smith, right? And I love when Nolan Smith puts his hand up like that out there and sack. I love it. I don't know. It just gives me like Reggie White vibes. But I love when he does this. I love it. Or it can be a Nakobe Dean, right? So those guys, those Georgia guys, man, they just have a feel for one another. Pause. And they play well off of each other, man. So I'm really excited. I think that question has been answered. That Georgia question, that, hey, can 4 Georgia guys, can they really get drafted by the Eagles, come to the NFL and actually have success? Can they actually compete? Can they actually produce? The answer is yes. So I'm good off of that. I have no more Georgia questions. Hell, I wouldn't be mad if the Eagles brung in another Georgia player. I'm looking at Starks. Okay. My bad, guys. Damn, I'm not even. Yeah, juggling. Damn. I'm not. My bad. I'm not looking at the comments. I'm like, oh, whoa, this is kind of homo. Hey, yo. Hey, guys, what is this here? Would guys do this with the clowns and the. Hey, yo. Oh, my goodness. Let me see. 416 says Quinyon is a warrior. His technique is immaculate. He knows where to be all the time. He has every tool in his bag. He has it all. A relentless work ethic. We are so blessed. Yeah, we are. And I'll say this. You know what I thought about the other day? I was in the bed and I said, I don't know where the thought came from. But I said to myself, I don't know, for a quick second, I just got like a little frustrated with some Eagles fans. When the Eagles drafted Quinyon Mitchell, there's a couple of Eagles fans was like, why doesn't he smile? Quinyon Mitchell isn't smiling. He needs to smile. And I'm just like, huh? And I had a thought the other day. Have you ever seen an eagle smile? I've never seen an eagle smile. Every time I go to the link and I go look at the Eagles that they have, and the Eagles are they're just looking around. They're not smiling. They're not smiling at all. TTV said, let's give some props to BG2 for playing the way he is at his age. Absolutely. Thank you so much for bringing that up, bro. For sure. BG's playing lights out. If he really wanted to, he could think about extending another year, just because that's how great he's playing. When I see BG play, honestly, guys, I kind of have I get upset a little bit because I feel like Fletcher Cox could have still gave it another go. I'm telling you, if the Eagles had Fletcher Cox, over, absolutely over. And I get it. He wanted to retire. Great. All power to you. I'm just saying, I thought Fletcher had a little bit more, at least another year left, like BG. Over. Absolutely over, man. Dirty South 273 says, does Covey take back punt return duties, or do you leave Coop back there? I like Coop, but I don't like the injury risk. Great question. Me personally, and this is just me personally, guys. Covey is okay. I think we could do better. To me, Covey is just a body. I hate to say it like that, but that's, to me, I don't think he brings enough offensively. Special teams, has he made plays? Absolutely. But for me, I don't know if it's enough. Like, for me, if Slay is good to go and we don't need backup cornerback help, I would give that over to Isaiah Rodgers. I would really give that over to Isaiah Rodgers. No knock on Covey. I'm not a real big Covey guy. Me personally. He's 26, 27, right? I would even consider Will Shipley back there. You know what I mean? I just think the Eagles could really do better than Covey. I think they're just kind of, he's a great guy, really smart. His dad is really smart. He's an author, has tons of books. He's more so like a locker room guy that could kind of just keep the wide receiver room, keep the temperature, clicking, keeping it going. But for me, I don't know. Goodman says, Zach Bond gets extended and try to replace him to Kobe Dean. How we won't pay both linebackers. I'd rather pay Bond and the Kobe. Whoa. Zach Bond gets extended and try to replace his N'Kobe. How we won't pay both linebackers. Goodman. great point. I will say this. Zach Bond is 27. I don't know if he's going to command a $50 million contract. I just don't. I don't believe it. I think the Eagles will get him. He'll get some money, but I don't think it's going to be a lot of money, right? Because it's not like he had a 15 sack season last year, right? You can argue that he's having success because of Vic Fangio's defense, right? I think that'll be Howie Roseman. I think we still have, if I'm not mistaken, I think the Eagles still have one more year with Nakobe Dean. But I don't think Nakobe Dean is going anywhere. If Nakobe Dean continues to play how he's playing, yeah, I do think they'll pay both linebackers. And then you'll still have. Now I'll say this: they're not going to keep Zach Bond more. It's not going to be a 4 or 5 year deal. It's going to be like a 3-year deal, $35 million, maybe 18 to 20 million guaranteed max. And then once that contract runs out, then you you see what you can get out of Jeremiah Trotter for that year if Zach Bond doesn't have any injuries. But actually, I don't think Nakobe Dean is going to command that much money, right? I really don't. Dirty South 217 said they'll extend both of them. Bond for 2 years, Dean extend with, will kick in a Bonds last year. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Howie will figure out a way to keep all the best, Jim. Yep. Howie will keep, my bad, TTV. My bad. Let me read that again. Howie will figure out a way, keep all the best GMs for absolutely. Herb_T says, nah, that's cap. He will sign both. Yeah, Herb, welcome to the live, bro. I haven't seen you. Things your first time. Welcome to the live stream. Actually, man, let's get an Eagles chant going on here real quick, man. Just real quick.
Fly, Eagles, fly, on the road to victory. Fly, Eagles, fly, score a touchdown, 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em low, hit 'em high, and watch our Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles, fly, on the road to victory. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles!
Yeah, man. I think Howie Roseman will find a way to keep both. I think the beautiful thing about, and I said this, I forget where I said it, but I think the great thing about Howie Roseman bringing in all of those Georgia guys, you talk about Nakobe Dean, Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis, Keely Ringo, and Nolan Smith Jr. is, man, those guys have, Philadelphia is home, right? Georgia is home to those guys, but Philly is now home, right? And so I don't think one guy would want to leave the other guy, right? I think, Howie Roseman has to be careful how he handles it, right? Because if Jalen Carter feels some kind of way of how he handled Nakobe Dean's contract or vice versa, right? You run the risk of losing all of them, right? If you don't show respect to Jordan Davis and what he has done for your run defense, the Eagles have the #1 run defense in all of football, and Jordan Davis is a huge part of that. Like he just is. I don't care if you're upset because he doesn't have 10+ sacks. That's what he does. That's the stat that Jordan Davis. That's the stat that he shows up in, the run stats, right? He helps your defensive line accomplish that. And so, I think Howie Roseman, he'll be able to get a hometown discount because he has all of them, right? And so, I think he'll work it out. He'll figure it out. And I think those guys will want to stay, right? And I think it was smart for him to do that, man. I really do. Really do. 416 says, 1 second. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me try to see if I can figure out why this, why is it just disappearing so fast? Audio interview. Let me see. Share. 1 second, guys. Apologize about that. Stream. General. I'm just trying to figure out why the messages are leaving so fast. I can't even read it. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me take a look at this.
I think that's what life is about. Truly finding yourself. And then closing your eyes and dying in your sleep.
Lifted on my days, my dreams are vivid colors. The jet is loaded, man, we taking trips, we fly by. No stresses on my brain, no worries here, I'm chosen. Made another way, my nigga, watch me go shine. When I close my eyes, my world comes alive. La, 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 la. People go good times sometimes. Real niggas in life survive. And I'm sailing to the edge of my mind. Nigga, double up live. Set the tempo, got a nepo on my line. Says she wanna unwind. And I'm focused on getting more. They too stuck on getting even, I'm ready for it. We should really be together more. Cause I know we got some time, but I'm never sure. 10 toes in the light ride. Fuck the world up on my live ride. Saying I'm the one she lie. She checking for me, now baby come in my dreams. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Finding myself as the days fly by like us on the move. You told me I was a phase. Okay, fine, I miss you too. Probably wouldn't believe me if I told you pieces of myself that I should never lose. All these people that love you don't know you. How am I supposed to move? How am I supposed to move? All my niggas rally round me, bold niggas getting real italics round me. Valley circle, pound of purple, undisclosed amount. Straight from Universal to commercial. 11 years later, I done found my purpose. Here I am, oh they mad. Going out swinging for, I'm going out sad. Catch me 10 toes in the live ride. Fuck the world up on my live ride. Saying I'm the one she lie. She checking for me, now baby come in my dreams. Whoa, 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 whoa. Finding myself as the days fly by like us on the move. You told me I was a phase. Okay, fine, I miss you too. Probably wouldn't believe me if I told you pieces of myself that I should never lose. All these people that love you don't know you. How am I supposed to move? Getting more.
All right, fellas. Appreciate y'all, man. I found it. I'm like, bro, what is going on? So I can actually read the messages. So Philly 16 says, these players have to realize the risk of getting the bag. You can take less and stay with a championship contender, or you can get the bag and win one game a month. Absolutely. And I think that's something that is going to keep players in Philadelphia, bro. Jalen Hurts, again, man, is only 26 years old. Imagine what? Aaron Rodgers is what, 40 years old? Imagine Jalen Hurts. Imagine Jalen Hurts at 35. Like, Jalen would really be in his Donovan McNabb bag where like he's reading everything, he's seeing everything, he's scanning everything. He's not running no more. He's just Jalen Hurts beating you with his eyes, beating you with his body, beating you with his movement, beating you with his. Right now, Jalen Hurts, sometimes he'll telegraph things. Sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, to me, man, I just think this Eagles team, we're still so young. That's why the future is so bright, because we're still so very young, man. And I'm really excited. 1 second. Let me take the door off the lock my way. Appreciate y'all, bros, man. Thank y'all so much, man. We're still rocking, man. I'm not tired yet, man. We're still chilling. Got a lot to talk about. I want to get through some of these messages, answer some questions, man, read some comments. But I really appreciate y'all, man. It's 12 o'clock, man. We still kicking it, man. I'm trying to help us get to the game, man. Pass some time by, man. So thank y'all so much, man. I really appreciate it. Money Chaser TTV says we need the first seed, man. Having home field advantage in the playoffs will benefit a lot. It would, bro. That's why I'm just like, these damn Detroit Lions, they just seems like they just keep winning. They finding ways to win. And I'm telling you, if the Eagles want to get to where we're trying to go, it's going to go through Detroit. Unfortunately, it's going to have to go through Detroit. And this is why the Rams game, to me, I'm not looking at this Rams game, even if we lose, which I don't think will happen. I think we will win. But I'm saying if we lose, but we stop their wide receivers, to me, it's a win, because it's telling me, okay, this Eagles secondary is for real. And we need the secondary to be legit if we're going to stop the Detroit Lions. They have Jamison Williams. They have Amon-Ra St. Brown, right? They have a couple of tight ends over there. They have the running backs that they have. Their quarterback is, but they got pieces around them. So, and then they also have an offensive coordinator. Dirty South 273 says, "Is this Slay's last year?" I think so. He talks about how close to the end he is, or training camp. How close to the end he is, or training up his replacement in every interview. Yeah, Slay's been talking about that ever since last offseason. So, I think if the Eagles do what I think we're going to do this season, which is get extremely close, I'm talking NFC Championship or Super Bowl, I think Slay will hang it up. To me, especially it makes sense. Like, I could see it happening just like that. The Eagles going down to Detroit, where Darius Slay started his career. We beat Detroit. We get to the Super Bowl. Whether we win or lose, I think Slay will hang it up. But I think that'll be like a full circle moment. Darius Slay going back to where he was drafted into this league, beating that team, getting him a Super Bowl, and then the Philadelphia Eagles ushering in Keely Ringo. I think you can't write a better story to that. And then, he's made millions of dollars, a ton of money, and it's time to let Keely Ringo eat, and to me, that's why I don't understand the Isaiah Rodgers signing. I get it maybe for this year, but I don't really understand it, because the Eagles are not. Why would you pay Isaiah Rodgers this offseason when you don't have to pay Keely Ringo until next offseason? So it really didn't make any sense. But I do think it's going to be Darius Slay's last year. Goodman says Howie doesn't pay linebackers. Look at 2023. We didn't resign TJ Edwards. Howie will resign either Bond or Nakobe Dean. No way we keep both, especially with Trotter playing behind the scenes. I respect it. I would say this. I will caution you on this. They said Howie Roseman said, I'm not going to say they said, Howie Roseman even came out of his own mouth and said, they said I didn't pay or I don't pay running backs. Saquon Barkley gets $37 million. All I'm saying is the Eagles got some money, man. And I know that it looks like maybe we don't, or you it just naturally, we paid this guy 100 mil, Jalen's 200 mil, Smitty 50 mil. But you got to understand, it was all a domino effect. And it really started with Jalen Hurts, because Jalen Hurts could have asked the Eagles for way more money than what he asked. Honestly, he could have. Jalen Hurts basically took a pay cut so that A.J. Brown could get paid. A.J. Brown took a pay cut so that – no. Devontae Smith took a pay cut so that A.J. Brown could get paid, right? So they all knew what they was doing. They weren't trying to be too greedy. I think Jalen Hurts' cap hits, I think next year it starts kicking in. If I'm not – I could be wrong, but I know it was a few years where it was like the first year was $8 million, the second year was $12 million, the third year was $22 million, and it slowly progressed. So the Eagles still have some wiggle room, and then Nolan Smith is, junior, he's a first-round pick. Jalen Carter, they'll put them on the fifth-year option. So I'm just saying that to say there is wiggle room. We have the best general manager and financial guru in all of football. And oh, by the way, I know you guys heard about the Jets firing Joe Douglas. If I'm Howie Roseman, I would bring him back. Joe Douglas is a great guy. I think he's a great resource for the Eagles. He's great at talent evaluation. He was in Howie Roseman's ear the year that we won the Super Bowl. Joe Douglas is, I would say, he's largely responsible for the Eagles win the Super Bowl as well. It was him who suggested to Howie Roseman that the Eagles bring in Torrey Smith. It was he that told the Eagles that Howie that we should get LeGarrette Blount and guys like that. So, Joe Douglas is a guy. He's a guy, so I wouldn't sleep on him. Goodman also says Slade has one more year left with no guaranteed money in that year. Yeah, it's almost about time for Darius Slay to hang it up for sure. Philly 416 says, do the Eagles keep Rodgers at CB2 if Slay retires? Yeah, I think I touched on that. Nah, why? Me personally, here's my thing about, and thank you so much, 416, for bringing up Rodgers. Here's my thing with this dude, man. Give me 1 second. Let me adjust this. My thing with Rodgers is this guy, I don't like that he came to Philadelphia telling the Eagles what he's not going to do, where he's not going to play, right? So he rubs me the wrong way already. When you come to Philadelphia and you say, hey, man, Howie, I don't play nickel cornerback. So we got Quinyon Mitchell, who's playing like a top 5 cornerback, and he's a rookie. And when we tell him to play nickel, he plays nickel. When we tell him to play outside cornerback, he dominates and plays outside cornerback. Last year, you got caught gambling. We give you an opportunity. You come to Philadelphia and tell us what you're not going to play. And we got Keely Ringo, who's a great young kid, only 23 years old, waiting for his opportunity. And you're sitting in my office telling General Manager Gary, right? GMG, I'm General Manager Gary. You're going to want to come and want to go ahead and tell me, right, that you don't want to play nickel cornerback? Okay. No. Okay, no problem. Okay. You can play special teams for me. That's what you can do. You ain't got it. You can suit up. You don't want to play nickel cornerback. You ain't going to play outside cornerback. You can go ahead and play special teams. So that's listen, guys, that's just me personally. Business-wise, I don't think it makes financial sense, especially with Quinyon Mitchell playing so well, and then you have Keely Ringo, who has shown promise. And this is what I'll say. You cannot waste time on cornerbacks, especially young cornerbacks in this league, who has shown promise. You cannot risk that, right? Because it's already hard enough to find a decent cornerback in this league. Keely Ringo has made he's made plays on special teams. He's done it everywhere. He's made plays when he was in there. I didn't see him, he gave up some plays here and there, but he's a young guy learning his way in the NFL. I never seen Keely Ringo get cooked to the point where it's like, bro, like, what is he? Nah. Nah. So for me, Keely Ringo is what, 23, 22, turning 23? He was super young coming into the league. Does it make sense to you? What would you do if you were the general manager? Would you go a 23-year-old Keely Ringo who you don't have to pay until next year? Or will you go a 26-year-old and Isaiah Rodgers who's telling you what he's not going to play, not being a team player, right? Not being a team player, turning 27 years old. What are you going to ask me for? How much money are you going to ask me for? Nah, that's just me personally. I don't know. So, man, good question. My guy Money Chaser TTV says Rodgers going to go to Rodgers gonna go. They grooming Ringo. Oh yeah, absolutely. Philly 16 says thoughts on Daniel Jones. Would you cut Pickett and sign Jones as QB2? Yes, I would. Me personally, I don't like Kenny Pickett. I hate that he wears number 7. I thought even if the Eagles kept whoever wore 27 before they gave it to Quinyon Mitchell before they cut him, I thought that should have been Quinyon Mitchell's number. He had it during the college draft process. I just don't like Kenny Pickett. I don't like that he wears gloves. I don't like his hair mullet. I don't like how he talks. I think he's super arrogant. I think he thinks he's better than what he is. I don't like Kenny Pickett on this roster. That's to me Howie Roseman's worst pick in a very long time. And we gave up draft capital for him. And I think it was just maybe we swapped 3rd or 4th round picks. But to me, it's just like, I get it. You control his contract and you could kind of develop him. But to me, he didn't want to be in Pittsburgh because he wanted to compete for the starting quarterback position. So why would you trade for a guy that now obviously he knows he's not going to play unless Jalen Hurts gets hurt, and he rarely gets hurt. Jalen Hurts is not injury prone at all. So to me, I would have rather saw like a Tyrod Taylor or somebody like that for the Eagles backup quarterback. He's a veteran who knows like this is not his team, who comes with that energy. Some quarterbacks, backup quarterbacks, just come with that aura like, hey man, I love those, my hands are in my pocket type of quarterbacks. They just know, hey man, I'll suit up. I'll suit up when I'm ready, when I'm needed. Not guys like Kenny Pickett who mentally thinks that he should be the starting quarterback. So Kenny Pickett just rubs me the wrong way. So for me, if I had an opportunity, I would, because I like Daniel Jones' athleticism, and I think it would be a great dig at the Giants again to take a guy that they couldn't develop and we bring him in and develop him. And I think him and Saquon Barkley are really close. I think Saquon Barkley said something in his press conference about Daniel Jones, how, he wants him to keep his head up, so we'll see. Do the Eagles do it? No. If something happens to Jalen Hurts and then you need another backup, I think they would consider it. But I think he'll go to I think if you're a smart team that needs a backup, I think I just like him. I like him. I never liked him for New York. Now, this is the problem. The problem is the Giants are going to go get a quarterback in this draft, right? Now, I don't know if they want to wait next year for Eli Manning, or what's his name, one of the youngest Manning brother. They may want to go that route, for political reasons and ticket sales. But if they go get Cam Ward, if they go get a Shador Sanders, right? Yeah, I think that'll be perfect timing. Be perfect timing for the New York Giants. So that's my only thing. Like, God dog, this NFC is about to be Eagles. We got Jaden Daniels, we got Jalen Hurts, we got Cam Ward or Shador Sanders. Like the NFC East is about to be, the real deal. The real deal, man. So I'm glad that we got Quinyon Mitchell. I'm glad that we got these young core players, man, because we're going to need a defense because it's some quarterbacks that are coming to the NFC East, right? I don't know what Dallas is going to do with Dak, but yeah, I'm not sure, man. Thanks for the question. Goodman O says, you are sleeping on Covey. As a punt returner, he was third in NFL last year. Teams punt return yards per attempt. Yeah, I know. Me personally, I just don't, you know what I mean? He's good. He's good. He's made some plays. I'm not saying that he sucks. Covey doesn't suck. I just think he's just a one-trick pony. Let's say that. Like, and if that's what Nick Sirianni preaches, hey, master your role, then great. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that he doesn't add value, but I think what rubbed me the wrong way this offseason, during preseason, he basically begged the Eagles to put him. Covey wanted to be the slot guy. For those who don't know this, coming into this year, Britton Covey thought the slot position was his to take. And he kind of felt away when the Eagles traded for Jahan Dotson because he felt like he could have done everything that Jahan Dotson could do or anybody can do for that matter. So to me, he's 27, bro. Like, if he was 21, 22 and he was doing this, okay. But, he's made some plays, though. I'll give you that for sure. He's definitely made some plays. For sure. Dirty South says, we won't resign Milton. Ojo is his replacement. Absolutely. Absolutely. Milton Williams is not going to return. He's going to cost too much money. Milton Williams is going to get a check. Unless he wants to stay in Philadelphia. But Milton Williams, he's a dog, but we can't pay him because Milton Williams' money is Jalen Carter's money and it's Jordan Davis' money. So you're absolutely correct. For sure. Money Chasing TV says we can't forget Eli Ricks has potential too. So no need for Rodgers. Absolutely. Forgot about Eli Ricks. He's super young too. Eli Ricks is super young. So yeah, shout out to UTTV for bringing that up because that's absolutely correct. He also, and he does have some experience. He has played. I just think when we signed Keeley and then we got Quinyon, he just kind of, you get kind of pushed further back into the depth chart. So yeah. Score predictions tomorrow. Man, this game is so much about this matchup between Cooper DeJean and Quinyon Mitchell. God. Let me go. Obviously, I'm gonna go Eagles. I think Saquon Barkley has a huge day. I really do. He's averaging over 100 yards a game. Then you're going against rookie. They got a lot of rookies on their defensive line, and the Eagles got a lot of rookies, and they're playing well. So, but I just think I don't know if their linebackers and their safeties can do anything with Saquon Barkley. I'm gonna go Philly 28, and I'm gonna go Rams. I'm gonna go Rams 21. Yeah, so Philly 28, Rams 21. I do think it will be a close game. I think it will be decided by a touchdown. Because I do think that Cooper Kupp is a great wide receiver. Although Cooper DeJean is a great rookie cornerback, I think Cooper Kupp is more experienced and I think Cooper Kupp, he'll get some plays on Cooper DeJean, though I think Cooper DeJean will hold his own. I don't know, but the Rams, they don't have a run game. See, that's the thing. It may be Philly 28, Rams 4. Let me change it. I'm going to go Philly 28, Rams 17. 28-17. Book it. I'm going to go 28-17. I don't trust their running game. Philly 416 says, it doesn't matter who the Giants draft as their new QB. They have to figure out their O-line first. They haven't in the last 6 years bottom five steady. Yeah, I think that's true. You're right. They do got that kid Andrew Thomas from Georgia. He's a stud. But I do think they need to fill that offensive line out. I'm gonna be honest. Really, the Giants, all they had to do was do what they did on the defensive side of the ball. If they would have signed Saquon Barkley and they would have drafted Jaden Daniels, they would have been good. That's all they had to do. Keep Saquon, trade for Brian Burns, draft Jaden Daniels. That's it. Jaden Daniels said he wanted to be a New York Giant. He wanted to be there. And they messed up 5 to 10 years in that franchise. And see, when you screw over a great centerpiece, a great cornerstone of your franchise like Saquon Barkley, that's what happens. You miss out on. I mean, they had him sitting in the general manager's office. It's so unfortunate. Like, if you're a Giants fan, like, you're screwed. Yeah. You're absolutely screwed. So, oh my God, that stinks. You had Jaden Daniels in the palm of your hand. You could have brought him to New York. You could have, oh my goodness. Yeah, that's crazy. Like, Malik Neighbors, he's cool, but he doesn't even want to be there. That's crazy. So, yeah, I don't know, man. But thank you guys so much for showing love, man. I really appreciate it. We're going to stay 10 minutes. We're going to stay 10 minutes longer so we can hit that 2-hour mark, man. 12 people for 2 hours. Crazy work, man. I thank you guys so much. I'm excited about this channel. Somebody said the content is great. Whoever said that, I really appreciate it. My guy, TTV says, let me get 1 second. I'm getting old. I got to bring the computer to myself. I'm getting old. All right. Money Chaser TTV says, Giants aren't smart enough. LOL. They didn't sign Barkley, chose a QB over him. Now, look, they don't even got the QB they chose over him. They got to be trash for another 3 years. Yeah, bro. I'm gonna say 10. Cause you still gotta whatever quarterback you draft, like my guy said, you still gotta 416 said you still gotta build that offensive line, right? And the offensive linemen that they got now that's good, they're like 26. Right, it's going to take them 3 years to rebuild it. They're going to be late 30s. They're screwed, dude. They are absolute. Hey, babe. Yeah, I'm on live, but hey, how you doing? You okay? Yeah, you can take. Why are you whispering? Yeah. Yeah, they're FUCKED'd. They are screwed, bro. That's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. It's absolutely embarrassing, bro. I'm gonna be honest. The Giants are done. Cowboys are done. They're just done. They're done. They're done, man. And the Eagles over here, we're just chilling like this. what's so crazy? You know, people gave me hell for my Jalen Hurts video. And I'm like, dude, I'm the biggest Jalen Hurts fan. I got, see, the number 1 jersey is cute, it's cool. But man, if you got that number 2 Jalen Hurts, yeah. If you know, you know. That number 2 Jalen Hurts something else. Guys, this is what I want to do really quick. You guys mind if we look at the mock draft? Let me see. I want to see who. I'm gonna go here. I want to see who they. I want to see who they have the Eagles taking in the draft. I just kind of want to see. Let me see here if you let me. All right, cool. Let's go. Phil. Mock draft 2025. Right. Cool. Let's see. Uh-oh. Told you. I told you. There you go. They made me bust on my AP. Perfect time, man. Shedeur Sanders. All right. The first pick, Jacksonville goes Travis Hunter. Let me see here. I can't see the messages. Let me pull it up. I can't see the messages, guys, so just give me a second. Tennessee goes wide receiver. I don't know about that. Cam Ward goes to the Browns. Shedeur Sanders goes to New York. That would be crazy, bro. That would be crazy. That just would be crazy. Who they got the Eagles taking? I don't care about these guys. Cowboys taking Ashanti Genty. I think he's a 1-year wonder. If James Pace Jr., if he falls out of the top 10, I might go up and get him. I'm going to be quite honest. I want to see my guy Malachi Starks. I want to see where he goes to Seattle at 16. Nick Scorton. Who do they have the Eagles taking, though? Who do they have us taking? Who's this dude? Landon Jackson. Edge? 6'7"? Hold up now. Hold on. Oh, wait. Philadelphia reinvests in the edge rush group with the selection of lengthy Landon Jackson. Nolan Smith has played more of late, and that could allow the Eagles to go in a different direction in the first. Okay. Let's look up Landon Jackson. 6'7"? Let's see. Hold on. 1 second. Somebody says. Hold up. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second right here. Somebody says, can y'all see me? I guess. 1 second. I'm kind of working on this on the fly. Hold on. I'm trying to add something here. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Now let's go. Let's go back here. Let's add that there. All right, cool. Let's go here. Cool. Add the messages. Absolutely, bro. Shout out to you, man. Guy says, fly, Eagles, fly. Have a good night. We got this dub tomorrow. Watch the Eagles fans taking over that stadium. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely, man. Thank you so much for kicking it with me, bro. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. I know it's been 2 hours. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. I'm going to do more of this basically on Saturday nights, man, to try to get us to these games, man. So thank you, man, so much. I really appreciate it. Philly 416 says Adian is priority number one. If we sign Becton, he'll be Johnson's replacement. Tight end 2's on my list as well. Absolutely. Absolutely. Goodman says we need to draft a D-line. Lane Johnson eventually was his replacement. Dirty South 273 says, does Bradbury return this season or was this his early retirement check? Yeah, to me, mentally, he played it smart. Bradbury's like, bro, y'all not about to play with my legacy like that. Like, I'm not about to sit on. I knew Bradbury wasn't going to sit on the sideline, right? So he had to fake an injury, and kind of do what he did. But 416 says Eagles are signing love and happiness. Yeah, man. So let's just see. I just want to just really quick, guys, just check this out. See what we're talking about. Yeah, go from there. Okay, so Landon Jackson. Let's take a look at him. All right, let's go to YouTube. Let's go to Landon Jackson. Edge. That's a big boy. Let's see how he talks.
You bulked up this offseason. I mean, can you talk about that? I mean, it's been a pretty big transformation for you.
It has. At the end of the bowl game last year, when Coach Souter, me and Coach Souter were talking about this last week, but at the end of the bowl game last year, I was weighing 238, and I weighed in Monday at 283. So good, about 40 pounds I put on since then, and I mean, it's been great. I think most of it's been good weight because I'm moving faster than I ever have and stronger than I've ever been. So I feel comfortable in my body, and I'm ready for the season to begin.
What was the workout regimen to get there?
Okay. How old is he? Let me see something real quick. How old is Landon? 6'7". What's his age? Run a 4.68. That's crazy. At 6'7". He's 22. Edge 6'7". 22. If the Eagles, my goodness. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. If the Eagles go, hold up now, Landon Jackson. If we get him and mess around and pair him up with Jalen Carter and Jordan, a 6'7" edge, and you got to deal with a 6'6" Jordan Davis and a Jalen Carter and a it's getting scary. Let's take a look at him. Hey guys, I can't see the comments while we're looking at this, so give me 1 second. All right, here we go.
One of the best edge defenders in the country. 6'7", got up to 280 pounds, showed power.
Woo! Look, none of this patty cake bull crap. Get there and explode on somebody. Nah, you too big to be arm tackling there, son. You too big to be arm tackling. You wait till Clint Hunt gets a load of you. Hey, yo, pause. Okay, that's more like it. That's more like it. Get off me. Swim. Attack. Finish. Yeah, if he could be a problem. Yeah. I like to see him be a little bit more aggressive, but I'm trying to imagine him in our defense. Like, that's the thing about the Eagles. We have everything. You got You got the big beefy boys up front, pause, with Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter. And then you got 4-3-3 speed on the edge with Nolan Smith. And then you got him playing a totally different game on the opposite side. Like, woo-wee. I like the bend. I'm be honest, he might be a guy. Here's why, because if you can disrupt, appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. If you can disrupt, appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all so much for stopping by. If you can disrupt the right side of the offensive line, and then, Jordan Davis and those guys are doing their thing, man, it's gonna be a problem. So I'll probably end up doing a video on just draft prospects just in general. So I'll probably do that soon. So stick around for that. We have officially hit 2 hours doing this live, man, and I feel like my job has been completed. I feel really good. I think I did my job, man. I just wanted to put some solid content out there that you guys can watch and enjoy, man. And so I'm glad that we're just that much closer to the Eagles game tomorrow. I will say this. We are, I think, 60 subscribers away from hitting 2,000 subscribers. And I know that there are other content creators of 30,000, 50,000, 80,000, 150 million thousand, quadruple thousand. But I'm so honored because we did it the right way. We did it organically. There are a lot of, and I say this in a positive way, not a negative way, but there are a lot of other content creators, not even just in the Eagle space at all. There are a million different teams, right? So, but when I first started YouTube, I was taught a certain way, not taught a certain way, because I wasn't taught. I didn't have like a one-on-one, but I listened to what some people say you should do to kind of build your channel up, and I just didn't like it. People would buy subscribers. They would, it just was the wrong way. You know what I mean? And for me, I never did it for a specific subscriber account. And the reason why I say 2,000 is crazy is because when we hit 600 subscribers, like this offseason, when the Eagles drafted Quinyon Mitchell, this channel only had 433 subscribers. We have 1,940 subscribers. We're 60 away from 2,000. And I made a video and I said, my goal is to hit 1,000 by the end of this season, and we're already hitting basically probably going to hit 2,000 before the end of the season. And so I say all that to say thank you guys. It's 9 people in the chat, and it's people like you guys that are consistent. It's people like you guys that are loyal to the channel, man, that have given me an opportunity to talk about the Eagles. You guys have held me accountable. I love it because I'm a fan of the Eagles just like you. But you guys, not you all in particular, but there are Eagles fans that really challenge the channel. They help the channel grow. They say the content sucks. They say the content is great. They say everything under the sun. And, you guys give me the same treatment that we as fans give to the players, man. And I think that's a really cool experience. Like, if you guys didn't know, man, I had a subscriber of the channel, my guy Jeremy. I talked to him today, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy that a subscriber, would pay for me. I mean, this was an expensive ticket too. This wasn't no cheap. We was down there, like down there, right? And so, I it's those experiences like that, man, that really makes doing this really, really dope, man. So thank you guys, man, for locking in, man, and showing love to the channel. Like, really, I couldn't do it without you guys, man. So thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah. And again, if you ever want to get on the channel, all you got to do is DM me. I can send you a link. We could talk ball. You know what I mean? I'm always willing to bring you guys on. I wanted this channel to really be a channel that gives a voice to the subscribers and not just be about me talking to you guys all the time. But you guys coming on, giving your spiel, talking your talk, let me know. That's why I do the live, so that you guys can get an opportunity to talk and, go through all of that. So, yeah, man, we are about to hit 2,000 subscribers. And I'm just really proud of that. So if it's anything in your life that you have a goal for, right? Something that you're setting out to do, something that you want to get done, I would say aim higher, right? If you're you want to start a new channel and you say, man, I want 100 subscribers to start off, aim for 1,000, because you just never know, bro. Like, I'm thinking, like, I really aimed too low, Snapback, what's good, bro? We get ready to wrap it up, man. We've been on this thing for 2 hours. Pause. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. But, yeah, man, aim higher, bro. Because, again, I came into the season like, yeah, I got 400 subscribers. Can we get to 1,000? All right? But I should have believed higher. So I apply that to this season. That's why I said earlier, like, I'm not afraid anymore to say, yeah, the Eagles can potentially go to the Super Bowl, bro. No, I think we can go to the Super Bowl. I have to say it. The Eagles are 8-2 for a reason, man. For a reason. So shout out to Philly 416, man. He always shows love. Thank you, bro, for always showing love. He says, enjoy the content. Thanks. Have a good night. Fly Eagles fly, man. Good night, man. Catch you guys in the next video. Be sure to be looking out for the video drop to my reaction video to the Eagles. I don't know if I want to get into, like, I thought about doing like a reaction video like right after the game. I might try it just to see how it works, just to see how people like it. But yeah, man. But yeah, thank you guys, man. On the road to 2,000 subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe. I rarely ask people to subscribe, but it's something that YouTube always, Pablo, you need to ask people to subscribe. You can't just expect them to hit a button. Like, YouTubers, they send these emails and just like, dude, please let the people make their own choice. If they want to subscribe, let them. If they don't, they don't. Let them like, let them dislike, let them share, let them don't share. It doesn't matter. But I'm going to get up out of here, man. Thank you guys so much, man. Go Birds. Again, my prediction for tomorrow is who I got? I think Eagles 28-17, man. So I'm excited about this matchup between Quinyon Mitchell and Puka. I think that's gonna be huge. I think Quinyon Mitchell shuts him down. This is a matchup that I enjoy. Also, will the real Slim Shady please stand up? As always, fly was fly, go Birds. I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much. E-A-T-L-E-S, Eagles!
Shot, one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted one moment. Did you capture it? Just let it slip. Yo. His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti, he's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd goes so loud, he opens his mouth, but the words won't come out. He's choking how? Everybody's choking now. The clock's run out, time's up, over, loud. Snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, there goes rabbit. He choke. He's so mad, but he won't give up. Daddies, he know he won't have it. He knows his whole back to these ropes. It don't matter. He's dope. He knows that, but he's broke. He's so stagnant. He knows when he goes back to this mobile home, that's when it's back to the lab again, yo. This old rhapsody better go capture this moment and hope it don't get better. Lose itself in the music the moment you own it. You better never let it go. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. You better never let it go. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better. The soul's escaping through this hole that is gaping. This world is mine for the taking. Make me king as we move toward a new world order. A normal life is boring, but superstardom's close to postmortem. It only grows harder, homie grows hotter. He blows, it's all over. These hoes is all on him. Coast to coast shows, he's known as the Globetrotter. Lonely roads, God only knows he's grown farther from home. He's no father. He goes home and barely knows his own daughter. But hold your nose, cause here goes the cold water. These hoes don't want him no more. He's cold product. They moved on to the next mo who flows. He knows dove and sold nada. And so the soap opera is told. It unfolds. I suppose it's old partner, but the beat goes on. You better lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. You better never let it go. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better lose yourself in the music the moment you own it. You better never let it go. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. You better.
Alright, partner. Keep on rolling, baby. You know what time it is.
Chocolate starfish. Wanna keep on rolling, baby. Move it, now move out. Hands up, now hands down. Back up, back up. Tell me what you gonna do now. Breathe in, now breathe out. Hands up, now hands down. Back up, back up. Tell me what you gonna do now. Keep rolling, 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 rolling. 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 Now I know y'all be loving this shit right here. L-I-M-P, Biscuit is right here. People in the house put their hands in the air. Cause if you don't care, then we don't care. 1, 2, 3 times 2 to the 6. Jonesing for your fix of that Limp Bizkit mix. So where the fuck you at?